and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be reviewing Wandavision. If you haven't seen it, then go watch it and then come back to this, because I don't want to give you all the spoilers, because there's a lot of cool things going on in this series. So yeah, let's just hop straight on into it. If you haven't realised, in the last episode there are two post-credit scenes. Well, there's a mid-credit scene and there's a post-credit scene. So if you haven't seen them, go and watch them now, so don't spoil it for you, because they lead into the things. Well, give you an idea of what happens after Wandavision, if you know what I mean. You know, like typical post-credit scenes. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to talk about my thoughts and feelings about the previous episodes and also, of course, the finale, because there's a lot to say about this finale. They did set up the aerospace engineer to like have some sort of like, set it up as if someone would make a guest appearance or something like that, and they never showed that person, which was a bit odd because it really did set it up, and then they just didn't show them seeing that person at all, which I think was a little bit weird, and it annoyed me a little bit, I'm not going to lie to you, because I was like, where's this person? Like, why haven't they come up? Who is this engineer? Why haven't we seen them? So I think they might have done that on purpose, I'm not gonna lie. So something I'm actually like quite annoyed at is that they chucked Pietro under the bus yet again. So they did show about how Wanda's powers got more developed, I guess we say, like when she was in that facility where they had, what, it was one of the stones, is it the stone that's in Vision? I can't remember, but they had like one of the Infinity Stones, and like it went in the Wanda, I'm not really sure what actually happened, but yes, that happened, and we didn't actually end up seeing Pietro after the time of when the bomb hit, which I think was a little bit weird, because why would you show one and not show the other? I know he wasn't part of the season, but like it's weird how they just chucked him away. And it's just, they're just like, yeah, we don't need him anymore, he can go away, we don't have a story for him, why should we add anything? Now into something quite a little bit humorous. So as I'm sure everyone who's watching this will know, Paul Bettany said he was quite excited about working with a certain actor. That actually turned out to be him. He fooled everyone, and they're just perfect trolling from him. I just can't believe he did that. He just got the anticipation so high, people were theorising things, and it was just himself. He just fought himself. That's what happened. So who is Ralph? Agatha mentions Ralph as a husband, but then Ralph also there's also Ralph as who Quicksilver's person actually is, if you know what I mean, like who Evan Peters actually plays when he's not Quicksilver. They obviously casted Evan Peters on purpose because he is Quicksilver in X-Men, and this made people theorise that this could be the way that the X-Men finally come into the MCU, which obviously it's not. So they're going to introduce it with the film Mutants, which apparently is what Stan Lee originally wanted to call X-Men. I think that's what I saw. Okay, so now on to Agatha. There's a lot to say about Agatha. Agatha in the comics is like a mentor to Scarlet Witch, which I guess she kind of is in Wandavision. Like, she's a bit of friend and foe and mentor. It's like she can't decide what to do, because it is weird how she acts as if she's trying to help Wanda and then goes evil and keeps switching between, and it's just a bit confusing really. Another thing is that Wanda didn't kill Agatha, she kept her there, which means we will end up seeing Agatha again. And Agatha also says that she'll see Wanda again, I think it was. I can't remember what she actually said, but I think she said that she will see Wanda again, which I've got a theory about this. The post-credit scene, like I said, if you haven't seen the post-credit scene, please go watch it before I spoil it for you right now. We see Wanda with the Darkhold, which is obviously like the Book of Witches, a very powerful book, which is the book that Agatha told her about. And obviously this book is also seen in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it looks a bit different, so it kind of could decrease the chance of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. being part of the MCU again. This book also means that Wanda could be incredibly dangerous, as I think, is it a book of black magic? I'm not sure. It's definitely a dangerous book. It has some very dangerous spells. This is what I found very interesting. This was definitely a wild card, and it added quite a bit of depth into the storyline. They kind of just threw it in. So the White Vision was deployed to kill normal Vision, but because they think the same, normal Vision, well, I'll just say Hex Vision managed to outsmart him and tell him that he's not the original Vision and that he's more just a made up thing. But they do end up like having a like intellectual discussion, I guess you could say, and actually at this point I did think they were going to end up like somehow like merging and forming like an actual Vision of like, because obviously one's got all the memories and one's like an actual body, because obviously if Hex Vision goes outside of the Hex he dies. I'm not sure if White Vision is made up of the same thing as what original Vision is, so I'm not sure if that worked. Maybe that's why they didn't go along with that idea. So Hex Vision ends up showing White Vision all the memories of everything previously happened, all the memories of Wanda. Then the White Vision takes off and we don't see him again, which I have a theory, really good theory about this. I'm not sure it'll happen. We'll have all my theories on later on in the video. So the thing that did quite catch me off guard is when Wanda brought down the walls of the Hex, that obviously we did know Vision was going to die, but I didn't expect the kids to start going as well. This really did catch us off guard, and the way they went, it was quite traumatic, and traumatic to be fair. There's quite a few bits that are intense, I guess you could say. Wanda doing this would also mean that she would lose Vision again, so she's almost lost Vision, because she almost lost Vision when you try to get out the Hex to the people outside, and then in this bit when the boys are going, and then he actually like goes. So how many times has Wanda watched this bloody man die? This is something I did think that Wanda was going to do, was that she was going to keep like the perimeter around the house so they could all stay, but I guess she finally accepted that she couldn't control everything. So she did what was right and she let everyone go. Obviously the people have a bad perception of her, which could lead into stuff I'm going to talk about later if you want to keep watching. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the credits. So in the mid-credit scene, Monica gets taken to the theatre to have a talk with someone. That person ends up being a Skrull, and she basically gets told she needs to go up there, which means where Sword is and where also Nick Fury and Captain Marvel will be. Well, we know Nick Fury's there, we don't know if Captain Marvel will be, but it leads into Captain Marvel, if you get what I mean. This also means that Monica will be a returning character, and I'm very excited about this. I do quite like her. I think she is one of my favourite characters out of this series, leading quite well to Captain Marvel 2, which means she could be one of the main characters or a returning character in Captain Marvel 2. Okay, so the final thing I want to talk about before we get to the theories, you know, the exciting part, I want to talk about Wanda becoming Scarlet Witch. Can I just say, her outfit is fantastic. Like, I've not loved a character's outfit like that for a very long time. And I also want to talk about how strong Wanda gets once she finds out she's Scarlet Witch. We get to see new powers that she has, which we haven't seen before, because obviously she has more control over what she does with them. And this also goes back to the discussion about who is the strongest Avenger. I've always thought it was Wanda. I'm happy that I can say that because I was right, but I don't think anyone can argue with it anymore. She is the strongest human being. Okay, now here's for the best part, the theories. And I have some of these theories are my own and some of these are fan theories which I found which I agree with. So this one is my own that I came up with. So I think White Vision could be used as like a, is coy the right word? It's like a distraction in Doctor Strange 2. Obviously, like, we all think Scarlet Witch is going to be the antagonist in Doctor Strange 2. So I feel like they could use White Vision to distract her or like calm her down or some. I feel like he's just going to be a part of it because obviously he did just fly away. As if he's got somewhere to go. He really did like just shoot off. So I feel like he is going to return and it is going to be impactful, I guess. He is going to be quite... Okay, so I'm going to read off my laptop for this bit because I have to quote something Vision said. But at the end, when he was saying goodbye to Wanda, he said, "I have been a voice with no body, a body but not human, and now a memory made real. Who knows what I will be next? So long, darling." This is quite open-ended. mean that we could very well see Vision again soon in some form. What do you think Vision could come back with next time? Comment down below. I'd be really intrigued because I have absolutely no idea what he could come back as. Okay, so this is one that I came up with that I also noticed other people saying. So is that Wanda could go back to Agatha for mentorship. Obviously they have left it quite open with her character, and she is reading that, well, she's studying that book in the post-credit scene, so I think she will go back to her for mentorship, and it could end up quite bad because she will understand some very dark magic. Okay, the next one is about Monica Rambeau. Is she an important character? What do you think? Do you think she's going to be a huge character? I think she could be one of the new Avengers, like you know, like the new little group they're gonna make. Don't really know how they're gonna do that. I do think Monica Rambeau is gonna be a very important character in this, and just the connections she has with Captain Marvel, I feel like there's gonna be a really good part of the storyline with her, and I think she's gonna be an essential character. So yeah, overall I'd say that at the start of this series I did get quite bored because of the way they set it up. Obviously because nothing really happened, and they obviously did this on purpose because they wanted to, I guess, just set up the tone and make you think. You have to constantly be looking for things, like with the helicopter and the B-man. I still don't understand the B-man. Have I got what happened with that? I can't remember. Comment down below and tell us what happened with the B-man because I can't remember. I feel like they definitely could have added in more like Easter eggs or like meaningful things into the start of it to keep like the engagement up a little bit, because there was a point where I actually did want to stop watching because I got very bored. I don't have a very good attention span, so I did get quite bored. Other than this, I absolutely adored the series, and I'm very happy that they did it like this. I absolutely love things where you have to really think into stuff and look out for things, and I just like just to keep you on your toes, really. I love things like that. So I will give this a rating of 8 out of 10 because there's not really that many faults with it apart from it being a little bit too slow at the start. I just think it was a brilliant series, and it was completely different from Marvel, and I'm very happy that they did it like this. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, because remember I am doing Winter Soldier and the Falcon reviews weekly by episode, and I'll also be doing a Cherry review, Tom Holland's Cherry, that's going to be on Apple TV, which I think comes out next week, I'd say. So that will, you have lots of review content coming. I know my channel's a bit mismatchy right now, but yeah, I'm trying to find my place on YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe down below and let me know what you think. What are your fan theories? What do you think is going to happen next? What do you think about certain things happen? Let me know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I guess I will see you in my next video.